Good morning, traders. Welcome to the E-mini Thunderdome. Today is December 7th, 2022. Let me know how the sound is. All right, hope everyone's doing well. Right, if you follow any of my suggestions, I'm not liable for any losses or damages to your account. This is a pure entertainment channel. Here to have fun and analyze the market. All right, let's start with our targets. So, POC is at 39.45. We got resistance at 39.50 through 60. The beginning of it, I think that's going to be crucial area this morning, and then all the way up to 4,000. Support 39.10 and 3900. Chart targets, make note of those, make a screenshot. I don't have to go through them. And then our tug of war line on the upside, I think is 43. Downside is 39.05. Take a look at our okay, here's the paint. All right, here we go. So, scenario one, market tags anywhere between 25 and 21 and immediately bounces off of that, and it starts to work itself up to 39.60. So I have a question mark at 60 because is it gonna hold or is it gonna break? If it breaks, then we may see maybe 4,000. Okay, so I think on the upside it will start at 45. So as I wrote on, I'm sorry, 43, as I wrote on scenario 4, the key will be 43. So if it goes through 43, then we need to look out for 60. If it breaks 60, then it's going up. Okay. We are opening up negative, so I have 2 out of the 3 on the short side. So scenario 1 immediately starts to fail and just work itself down, and then if it passes 39.09, then we may see the market go under 3,900. Okay, so watch out for that. And then scenario 3, it goes and tags 43 and then it fails from there. Right? Then it goes. So I think that we're going to be on a choppy day. Okay? There's FOMC next week. I think the market is undecided. I'm quite surprised of the sell-off yesterday. I think it was based on news. I think that anything based on news, they take advantage of it. I don't think the market is based on news. I don't think it's based on economy anymore. I think that it's all a plot, all a little game, so they can manipulate the market. Right, so most likely it will be chopped, but where is the top and where is the bottom? That is up to us to figure it out. So be careful right out of the gate. Wait a couple minutes. If you're a bell and trade kind of guy, wait a little bit just to see, because we are right in between, right? So 21 is right underneath, 43 is right above, so wait for at least 43, okay? Don't jump on it, because it will most likely be super choppy right at the open until it decides who is the winner. Are the buyers going to be the winners or the sellers? So decide, let the market decide first, and then go from there. All right. There's no World Cup today. It's not till Friday is the next games. I probably will not be around on Friday, and I think next week is Tuesday and Wednesday are the semifinals, so I won't be around for that either. And then the actual third place and finals, I think it's Saturday and Sunday, so nothing to worry as far as that. All right, guys, that's all I have. I'll be back in a few minutes, and let's start trading. Let's make some money. All right, guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. Let me know if this sounds okay, and hook me up with some likes. We got 31 people and only 9 likes. So if you obviously here is because you enjoy my narration, so I would appreciate some likes. Thank you. Oh, and the camera wasn't on. All right, well, I'll be back. All right, guys, here we go. All right. Best of luck for everybody. POC starting at 33. All right, so again, let's see how it reacts at 43 or 21. Interest at 40. We got a hot knife right through 40. It stops at 40. Maybe he's gonna come back down and do 21 first. They're pulling the interest at 40. POC has risen to 37. So again, quite choppy at the opening. That's the expectation until it decides which number it wants to tag first. Market is opening up negative. Delta is negative. If it doesn't hold 33, chances are it's going to hit 21 first. In order at 39. Here we go. Iceberg just hit at 40. Is it going to hold here? Doesn't look like it. That iceberg may bring it down. OC's all over the place. Another hidden order. Looks like another iceberg. Here we go. A lot of interest at 43. Whole bunch of hidden orders are being hit. Another iceberg. All right. Let me know how the sound is, if we're doing good. All right, so here we are. Crucial area. If it doesn't hold here, there could be a buying opportunity. I think it's going to start to pull back here. It could pull back at least 7 points. So it may want to come down all the way to 31 if 44 doesn't hold. So if this area doesn't hold, we could have a pullback all the way down to 31. Wow, a lot of icebergs right at the opening. That is very unusual. Starting to stall. Oh, it's breaking. So, no gap this morning. Thank you, Pete. All right. So, guess we're on our way up. First target is 60 on the upside. But be careful here. It could still fall from here. I guess we could take that 31 out of, is that already hit? So target one hit. So it's starting to look more and more like scenario 1, but instead of going down to 31, it went up from, instead of 21, it went up from 31. Wow, a lot of icebergs are just being hit. We're buying up a storm here. A lot of interest at 55. So it could do a little pullback at 55, come down to 46 area, and then resume going up and tagging that 60. So again, we have resistance between 50 and 60, and then the major is at 4,000. There is a report out of Canada at 7 a.m., so in about 23 minutes, it could move the market some. All right, we're almost to the high. High is 58 on the overnight. Well, I think we just did it, right? Yeah. Made a new high. So it stopped right before 60. That is interesting. Is it going to resume? It should bounce off of 50 if it's going to keep going. So tug of war line to the upside is right here. Could do a little move to 54 and then back down to 50. So this move up, we left a lot of open volume at the bottom, so a lot of poor structure that will need to be filled. So is it going to fail up here and now we're coming down? Here we are. Now, is it going to hold at 50 or are we going to go and challenge 44? So for longs, it needs to stop at 50. Stop at 50 and then resume and go all the way up and tag that 60. There could be a long opportunity here, but you have to be able to afford to keep your stop under 50. Let's see if there's entry. Oh, POC just moved up to 52. They could be buying more. All right, so there's interest at 6,217. There was interest at 58 and they pulled some, but there's still about 197. So if it keeps going up, is it going to stop at 60 or is it going to go and start filling in? We got poor structure. Oh, this is poor structure here. Quite interesting that it stopped at 58. So something to think about. So nice little pullback here. Exactly where I said it would bounce back to. Now this is going to be the crucial area. Again, if you're long, it has to hold here. Or if you're thinking about going long, this will be the clue. Otherwise, next leg down will be to 44. It looks like it's going to challenge 44. All right, so that failed. All right, now let's see how it reacts at 44. Is it going to find support? The market was positive. Now we are borderline, but NQ is negative. Well, NQ just lost 30 points. Just like that. Not a whole lot. The swing in NQ is 30 to 50 points. All right, POC just dropped from 52 to 45. It looks like resistance is holding. This is going to be the next tug of war line. We're going to start filling in the port structure underneath. Or is it going to be support? I think we should tag that 60 first. But we need to see a 52. If we don't see at least a 50, it's gonna fix that poor structure. So if you're long or you're thinking about going long, this could be the opportunity to go long here. But you gotta be aware of the poor structure underneath that needs to get filled. Hidden order. All right, so a little bit of that poor structure got filled. Iceberg just hit. There's interest at 40. Two icebergs. So let's look back in time. This here should start to hold the market a little bit. If it doesn't, we are going under. And we're going to tag that 21. Wow, they're selling out like crazy. A whole bunch of icebergs getting hit. Okay, hot box. We need to clear out of this hot box. So either this is going to be support or it's going to let the market go right through. Market is negative in Q, 72 negative, but the Russell is positive. We should see a test of that 43 again, or at least 42. If we don't see that, it's going all the way down to 30. Yeah, quite interesting how they held at 58 and we didn't see a 60. That could be the clue that the market is not going up. All right, this is the last stop here for the longs. If this doesn't hold, that's it. If 32 doesn't hold, we're going to see stop that 22. All right, that report out of Canada is coming out. Okay, they're adding interest at 31. Wow, that was a major sellout. Iceberg just hit at 32,500. We could do a pullback all the way up to 40 now. So this area needs to hold, otherwise the market is gonna go negative big time. We have POC at 45. If we don't get a drive to 40, we're going down to 21. All right, let's see how it deals with 25. But that crucial area did not hold. Be careful if you're thinking about going long. Next target 25 and then 21. The low is, what is the low? 14. Here we go, guys. There could be a short opportunity here. If it doesn't hold here, there could be a short opportunity. It's not holding. If we don't see if this stays as a lower high, this will be the short opportunity. All the way down to 21. This bar needs to stay red and then another red, and this will be the short all the way down to 21. You'll see just move down. Tricked us. Last chance. So if it breaks more than 2, so you only want to see it break 2. Maximum 3 if you see 2. So this is the last stop right here. Well, here is the last. So here and here. So it broke 1 right here. This here doesn't count. So it broke 1. If it breaks this, that's 2 and that's 3. So if it breaks 36, then chances are that the short is done. So the short could still be alive. This here doesn't count. These are the swings right here. Lower highs, lower highs. And target would be 21. Trying to break in Q negative 94. I think it's going to go down. So you got to be able to afford a stop above 36 if you're thinking about going short. Here we go. So first target 25, got a hot knife right through that, and then all the way down to 21.75. Hidden order, waiting at 25. Let's see if it's an iceberg or not. First target hit, Well, second one, right? The first one was 31. So I said it before, whenever I have a target, it's up to us to figure out if it's going to go through that target or if it's going to hold at that target. And this is why on scenario 1, I had that 21 through 25. Is it going to hold there or is it going to bounce? So it bounced off of that. Now it could just be a pullback and it's going to find sellers again here at 31 and come back down. But that was a lot of momentum here. I don't know. That was a lot of momentum here. The target might have been it, 25. So it pulled back and it killed that higher high. So I think we could be done on the downside. It should have stopped at 32 area. Should have stopped somewhere here. Right there in that box. It kept going, hot knife right through. So be very careful if you're thinking about going short or if you're short. Bounced right off of that 25. Oh, with an iceberg. So that hidden order was a 400 iceberg. So we could be done on the downside, or at least is going to do a outside in. Now, where is the end? Is it the opposite of the IB, or is it the mid? So is it going to stop at 41, or is going to go do the outside and try to finish that 60, which kind of fell short? So again, I think it's kind of weird that it stopped at 58. I think it should have tagged 60. So I've missed it. I've been talking, but this could be the long here, but you gotta be careful with this right here. All right, guys, I'm gonna narrate for another half hour and then I'm gonna go and trade my account. So if this holds, this could be a long extension from here, because it looks like the long initiated here, but I missed it. This could be the long all the way to 60, but it's a high risk trade, but this could be it. But if you're going to go long here, you got to be able to afford a stop under 40. So it's looking exactly like I said at the open. It's going to be a choppy day. All right, we can go and take this off. This is all done here. That poor structure has been worked on enough. no longer a poor structure. But actually we could extend this one here on the bottom, and now that goes all the way up to 27. So we may have found a bottom, not clear yet, because that was a bounce off of that 25. All right, so now we are inside of a hot box here. This will dictate where the market is going to go next. So are we going to finish the outside in all the way to the opposite extreme, or are they going to do a inside out and back to the bottom and finish hitting that 21? I'm seeing signs of buyers coming in. Delta is positive. The NQ has gained back 40 plus points. We are inside of a hot zone. I call it a hot box. But this could be the initiation of the next leg up right here. But again, you got to be able to afford a stop underneath 40. But we should see, I think we should see that 60. I think that 58 is a weak high. So there could be a 15-point trade here. And the clue is going to be how it deals with 50. If it keeps going up, the clue is 50. Tug of war line will be 50. So let's see if it finds support here. Boom, all the way up. Got a hot knife right through 50. If it does, we will see that 60. Hey Google, turn off the light. Delta is positive on the RTH, ETH. I guess this is why I said you gotta be able to afford under 40. Because we're still in that hot box. So again, are they doing the inside out? Was that the inside and now back to 21? And it looks like that was it. Yeah. So it was outside to the mid back to the outside. This is the next hot box right here. So it failed. It did clear that hot box a little bit, but immediately failed. And we didn't see a 50. Very challenging day, but expected after the past 2 days. I think this is retail. So I wouldn't count this here as support. I think it's retail going long. So I really don't count this as a move. Now, if it bounces again, then I'll count as a move. But as of now, I think it's just retailer going long. Buy choppy, wow, scary. Market doesn't know what it wants to do. NQ again, negative 90. So I think retail went long here and then it bounced, and this could be prop buying right here. So it would have been an ABC, right? ABC up, and now it could drop. If 40 doesn't hold, we're going all the way down to 27. Yeah, 40 didn't hold. So now this could turn into a wave 3. So it did the ABC, and this is where I thought that prop buyers came in. I thought this was retailer, this was prop, they did the ABC, and now this could turn into a wave 3, and that will go all the way up to 50, and then 50, there could be a little pullback, find support at 44, and then all the way up to 60. Let me really calculate this. I don't want to, even though I'm pretty good already, just by eyeing it. Yeah, exactly it. Okay, so this here would be wave 3 target. Next wave 3 target is right there. So this could be already a wave 4, and a wave 5 will either end before 46 or it can go all the way up to 60. So wave 5 is the only one that could end before wave 3. Make sure, let's see how far down wave 4 can go. So all of this here is all of the area of wave 4. So again, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. But it could end here. I don't think it's over, because this is a beautiful little 3-wave pattern. It will do a 5-wave up. And here we are, 5-wave up. As I'm saying it, it's doing it. I wish I was in this trade. So on the Elliot wave patterns, best wave to go and take is to figure out wave 3, and then next is wave 5. So longest wave is 3, and then wave 5, obviously, if it's not a truncated 5. All right, let me figure it out exactly. Wave 5. So I use Fibonacci to do this. Okay, so wave 5, minimum wave 5 just hit, and then extended is going to be all the way up to 56. So it looks like we just finished wave 5. If 45 holds, then it's doing a 5-wave pattern inside, a mini 5 inside of 5. So that is the clue. Otherwise, this here was the end of 5. So if this doesn't hold, now we're going to do an ABC down, and it can go all the way down to 33. So either we're going to do a extended wave 5 all the way to 60. So we still have the IB stat open. So is it going to break IB high or IB low? This tug-of-war box is the clue if we were done with wave 5 or not. I love it when the patterns are so clear. All right, POC just moved up. Now it's at 45. Are they buying or are they selling? Looks like the buyers are coming in. So now we are starting to see those higher lows. So first higher low to break would be 40. I'm not going to count. I mean, now we could count 43 because it did a little ABC here. So if you're on the short side, you want to see a break 43, and then you want to see a break 40. So if it breaks this right here, it means that wave 5 is done. So the clue might have been the move of POC. There could have been a big selling area right up here. So we already broke one. Now we need to break another one. Hardest wave to figure it out is wave A or wave 1. So after wave 5 is done, it's pretty hard to figure it out. So, but this looks obviously like an ABC, right? ABC. So we're gonna do a zigzag. A zigzag is a double ABC. So we could do another zigzag. We could do another leg down here, And that would be the next part of the, so it'll be a B, C. So if it breaks 48, then correction is done, and now we're looking to do another wave 1 up, and then find a wave 2 and wave 3 up to 60. So right now it's very confusing. If it stays under 47, then this is the next leg down of the zigzag. All right, guys, I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Hopefully I've entertained you guys. All right, let's take a look at the chat here. I haven't looked for a while. My stop is never more than 1 tick below my entry bar. Don't need more than, okay. Awesome. Thank you, Apple Sam. I am not taking any trades. I'm not gonna take any trades while I narrate. Failed to hold yesterday's settlement. Yeah, we're right on it now. My settlement is always top of the hour, so mine is at 43.75. Long time no see. What's up, Irony? Yeah, good call on the 25. Thank you. The white dotted line, that is the overnight VPOC. Yes, rejecting previous day close again. Yes, crude oil inventory in 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot to turn my, actually the squawk box was on, but was on low. All right, we just got some news out of Russia. Russia says to consider nuclear weapons in response to an attack. Will defend allies with all available means. That guy's an idiot. All right, so perfect zigzag. How to get a trade copier? Go to my link description and click on the FlowBots. FlowBots is the trade copier that I use. I believe it's the best, plus you can get a discount with my code. Apex has, I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, so Apex also has one, but there's no discount, and you cannot trade off of a server with the Apex one. So I suggest FlowBots Replikanto. All right, so we did a double zigzag. Are we done? There could be a long opportunity here. So there could be a long, but you got to be able to afford to be under the swing here, because they may want to test this, but there could be a long right here going all the way up to 50. So this could be so wave 5 ended here. It did A, B, C, A, B, C, and then wave A up, wave B, and wave C down. And now we're done correcting, and now it resumes the trend, which could be up. I don't know. I think it's choppy, so I don't think we are on a trend. I think it's a choppy day, but there could be a pullback all the way up to 50 if 38 holds. But again, you got to be able to afford a stop underneath the swing here. But we are at the most dangerous area to take a trade. Why? Because we're right in the middle. So high risk trade. But if you're inclined, if If this area holds here, this is a long. But you always want to stay away from taking a trade in the mid. It's not a good area to trade, but sometimes the opportunities are there. Oh, and it looks like it's challenging that area. See? So it could also do a triple zigzag. So we could be doing a triple zigzag, and that would end at 34 area. But oh, look at that. It's holding. So that long could still be alive all the way to 50. But again, you're right in the mid. Chances are it's failing because we are seeing lower highs. It was not able to break this lower high of 45. The one at 45 was not able to break the one at 46, and the one at 46 did not break the one at 50. But I would be careful. There could still be a trade here, but I would want to see it test 34 before taking a long. But that is my personal opinion, obviously. But there could be still a long here. It didn't break. So but it broke one, right? So it made a high here, and then it started to come down and it broke. So these are the first higher lows that broke, but it didn't break the second one, which is right here. So that long to 50 could still be alive. But again, a high risk trade. I hope you guys are starting to see it clearer when I say that it has to break a minimum of 2. If it breaks 3, then it's over. Right, so it would be all the way to 50. So I'm going to call this as a trade because I did say it was going to go to 50. And I did say that it needed to hold right here, so I'll call this a trade. There it is, all the way to 50. But again, that was a high risk trade. I don't know if I would have taken that personally. But the pattern was obvious because it did the zigzags. They corrected the 5-wave movement. So it corrected the wave 5, and boom, here we are all the way up to 51. All right, guys, I'm going to call it the day here. I appreciate you all. Let's see if we could do this again. I'm going to go and trade an IB break here. All right, crude report. All right, okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I was able to show you guys the moves, a way of looking at the market. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you live in the Thunderdome.